Hello, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us for Happy Holidays, the 12-day countdown. I'm Nathan Erznosnik, Director of Marketing and Sales here at the Grace Company, and I'm so excited to be here with you. We're gonna just take a couple minutes as we begin, before we get into this, to be welcoming all of those that are joining with us live. So again, thank you for being here. I'm guessing if we're all here today and I were to ask you about last week, was it a relaxing week? Was it a little bit of a stressful week for you? Go ahead and throw it in. Did you travel for Thanksgiving? Did you visit with families? Question, did anybody leave the country? I don't know. I would love to have a few of you comment as we're joining. One, let me know where you're joining from. Two, share a little bit about last week. For me, this is my quick story. For some reason, I would tell you in general that I'm really an introvert. When I get time on my own, and you're gonna say, well, you're always in front of the camera. I recharge by I love spending time with my wife. I love learning, so I kind of do a lot of reading and some other things. I don't always look for friends to go and hang out with, but it's interesting because one of the things I do love, I love a crowd. And it's not just being in front of a crowd. I like being in crowds with people. And so my wife knows that. So like Black Friday to me is a big day. There's a lot of things happening. Everybody's kind of shuffling. You might be like, no, it's claustrophobic. I don't like it. Maybe that's the case. But again, I love it. And so for me, I didn't think it was quite as busy as years past, but I love the weekend. I enjoyed Thanksgiving, did that locally here. I was able to join my mother and my father. I had a couple brothers and sisters join. Grew up with a fairly large family, but we had about half of them there. Nice, kind of a quiet day, relaxing. Again, let's go ahead and pull up some comments so we can hear how your holidays have been as we've gotten started as part of this Happy Holiday 12-day countdown. So let's see what we can do as we welcome people to the show today. Who do we have there? Let's go ahead and pull up a few things. It looks like it was a great family from Renee. Here's from Janet. Exciting, helped a friend go see family by taking care of her kitties. That's a cute one. You should post pictures. Oh, we can't post pictures on that. Love to see the kitties. They're always so cute, aren't they? Here we go. Suzanne, very relaxing and fun having family. I'm wondering, big family, small family? Who else do we have? Thank you for sharing that comment. Let's keep on going here. Here's another one. Vicky, we had 5 generations of, that is amazing. That is wonderful. Now the question I would have is how old was the oldest and how young was the youngest? That is amazing. 5 generations, wonderful. That would be definitely a memorable holiday. Alice, thank you. Quiet, just like I like it. I'm with you on that. I'm a little bit more on the quiet side on my Thanksgiving day. So thank you, Alice, for your comment. Here we go. Patsy, thank you. We stayed home this year. My husband is not able to travel anymore. We had family visit. I'm glad, Patsy, you had family visit. I know that's an interesting transition with that. So Patsy, I'm glad people were able to come and say hello. I'll tell you a quick story. That's my Christmas. We're a little bit unique. We used to go to all the families. What we do for Christmas is we actually do soups, several soups, and we invite anybody that wants to come by our home to participate in soups. And we bake fresh bread and we do everything. So we're a little selfish. On Christmas, we stay home, but we love it that way. Kids and family and everybody else comes over. All right, let's keep on going. That's my Christmas story about staying home. Here we go. Carol, hi, I had a quiet holiday. Hopefully it was still enjoyable. Belinda, only 11 of us. Oh, that's a good side. That's good. We had about 15, so it wasn't too much on our side either. Susan, wonderful day with the grands and the great-grands. Wonderful. In fact, I'll just announce this. Jaron, our president, just has another grandchild added to his family this week. Congratulations, Jaron, on that new one. Sarah, we're on a cruise. Ooh. I'm gonna have to maybe do that one year. That would be fun. I'm curious to know what their Thanksgiving meals would be. I'm guessing they'd be amazing and more than you would ever think you could even possibly taste. Dorothy, Thanksgiving brought COVID. Oh, that's a difficult one. I could see that happening or potentially getting spread. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things. Dorothy, I hope you're doing okay and I hope you get better. Peggy, cook and cooked. That's often the case. We were fortunate with our family, we all brought a little something. Turkey was a little bit, few minutes late, which was good. It gave us a chance to have time together. Mary, ours was quiet, but I finished the binding on a quilt for Christmas. Nice. Now, the question, Mary, is that quilt for something that you're going to be using to display in the home, or is that for a loved one? Tan Dodson, oh, I love that name, by the way. Tanny Dodson is what I'm going to say. Got my cutie. Oh, congratulations. Got the cutie. It was a great time to buy a cutie if you were in the market as well. Hey, if you're having any questions, make sure to look at our website. There are plenty of resources and videos also for YouTube for you, Tanny. And you can find out all on how to get your quilts up and going on there. Tammy here, you're all saying first year no one came over for Thanksgiving. Huh? which I guess was okay. Gave me a quiet time with my sewing machine. I wish you well on that. Next time, let's reach out. Give Grayscale. Oh, we're not open on Thursdays. There you go. Maybe you can watch. Maybe you can watch some of our videos that we can keep you company there, Tammy. Wishing you well on that one. Kitty, thank you, Kitty, for being here. Hello from Verona, Wisconsin. Love my 19. Thank you, Kitty. I'm hoping you're enjoying it as much as you can. Never been a better time to have one if you're trying to finish quilts. Rami went to the daughter's home with an entire family, 14 and 8 grandkids. That sounds like a lot of hustling and bustling. That's fun if you, all those grandkids being around. What a fun time. Wonderful. Let's keep them coming as we're welcoming everybody. If you're just joining us again, my name's Nathan. I'm here with the Grace Company, Director of Marketing and Sales. We are on day 1, but as you know, we're calling it the 12-day countdown. We are starting with day 12, working our way down to 1. And yes, if you're joining us, we are giving away 12 gifts today, 11 tomorrow, etc. So be joining us and stay with us every day as we're going to be drawing new things. In fact, let's kind of move into here. Let's read this last one with Lynn. My grandbabies are in Zambia, 8,000 miles away. That is a different one. I hope you had a chance to connect with them digitally while we had some of these wonderful holidays. So let me kind of come back to part of what we're doing right now, and then I have a story we're going to get into in just a minute with our home-based quilters. But as part of this event, if you have registered, which I'm guessing you might have if you are watching us, know that we are drawing the winners from the people who are registering. And a simple way to do that is to go to graceframe.com. Why don't we look to the side here? Do we know if we have a banner on top of graceframe.com up top? If not, we will put, it looks like we have one of those. You're going to go to graceframe.com, click on the top, which will bring you to the events, and you can register for this. We are selecting from the registrants the winners of what we're doing for the gifts. And if you also go there, you're going to see that there are several gifts happening every single day. So we have a lot going on. And so there's a reason to come back every day. Plus, we're going to do a unique special for day 12. Tomorrow, we're going to have a unique special for day 11 and 10, etc. So if you're joining, another question that we've had a couple people bringing through on chat is, like, let's say we're on day 4, or let's say we're on day 8 and we're counting down, and people are like, well, can I still have a chance? Yes. As soon as your name is registered, you will have an opportunity to still be in the drawing for all of those prizes that come following that. So if you're joining us today and your name wasn't in there, make sure to register. It will give you a chance to have your name drawn for the prizes that we're giving away. The nice thing is, if you're with us, we're going to be able to reach out because we do have contact you. So we're really going to be sharing the winners live with us here. We'll then be reaching out each day as we move through this. So again, we're really excited. Day 1, but we're on day 12 as we're going to start counting down. But what we wanted to do is, if you were with us for Fall Festival, we launched a new initiative, and that is reaching out to you, the quilter, and looking to get your stories. And it doesn't matter if you're thinking about starting to quilt. It doesn't matter if you have been in the middle of quilting for several years, or if you're actually a seasoned quilter and you have 3 rooms of fabrics and machines galore, other brands. Really, we're just trying to open up to this community to anybody who would love to share their stories so that we can help share those with everybody as well. So with that, we would love to encourage you to go to graceframe.com and submit your stories so that we can share those with the world. Today I'm going to start off, and I'm going to read one. Joni is her name. She's located out of Powder Springs, Georgia. And I'm going to share her story. And I love this, and I think it's very fitting for part of where we're at today. You're going to hear there's some family, mom, and partly where she's at, and then also where she's going. So it's a fun story. So I'm going to read this, and I think it's wonderful. So what Joni says, she says, after 40 years of marriage, we were able to relocate to be near my mother in her later years. She had spent a lot of time quilting, of which I knew very little. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years after we moved there. I became the keeper of her stash, which began my journey into quilting. I love that. So sometimes that might be you. Did you end up getting a stash from somebody that you might not have known of? Or you probably were the inheritor of one? So that's where she was. And so it began her journey into quilting. She says, and she continues, we soon moved to our current home, and in unpacking, I found lots of blocks, which I assume my mom had been making. So I took them to a local quilt shop and asked for suggestions on what to do with them. Maybe you've been there as well. So as she was asking them what to do, she goes, thus my quilting year started. When I am sewing and quilting, I feel so very close to my mother. I always feel her there with me. I absolutely love quilting and have struggled to complete quilts on my domestic machine. I love this one too, and we had somebody mention about the cutie. She says, I fell in love with the cutie when I first learned about it, but it has been a dream until recently. She said, my husband encouraged me to go ahead and order it for, now this is what's interesting with Joni, it was for her birthday, for her 52nd anniversary, and for Christmas. And she says, yay, now I can move forward on completing my top flimsies. So thank you very much, Joni, for sharing your story and allowing me and us to share that with the rest of the world today. Fun, it sounds like you were introduced into part of what quilting was, and you were hoping to be able to do more of those, and now you're well on your journey with that cutie frame. So we wish you well on your journey as you continue to now complete some more of those quilts. It was fun earlier, we did see one of the comments with somebody finishing your binding. Maybe right now, share in some of the comments if you wouldn't mind. I'm curious to know, does anybody give a gift of a quilt for Christmas? And I know it sounds like maybe or maybe not. I've received the quilts that I've been given, not necessarily on a holiday, so I've been blessed with quilts just at different times of the year. But I know that that might be one. I'm wondering, is there a tradition? Have you received one? Maybe share your story on the right, and we can bring some of those up here in a minute as well. So let me kind of give you the rest of the agenda. So that was the home-based quilter. If you have a story, which I know everybody has one, we would love to hear it. And I would love to reach out to you and say, hey, please share that with us. And you can share that by going to graceframe.com. We have a section called the Home-Based Quilter. You can learn a little bit more. You can read about others who have also shared their stories, and it gives us a chance to kind of capture that. And we're going to continue to build this community, and we're going to continue to share those stories with everyone out there. Everybody is included. That's the other thing that we heard a lot of from the quilters from you, that you were very appreciative that this wasn't restricted to anybody. You do not need to have a Grace product. You do not need to be involved with Grace Company. We really just want to do this for all of you that are at home quilting, because really, regardless at how skilled or where I'm in my journey, we're still doing this in the place that we feel most comfortable, which is our home. And so I want to reach out to you and encourage you to share your stories with us. Well, what I wanted to do, I'm going to talk about the giveaways, and we will announce the winner. We're going to give 12 different sets of True Grips away today. And I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to reach over to the side on the back and say, hey, Devin, are you okay? We're giving away 12 True Grips. I'm going to double down on that. Let's send everybody 3 sets of True Grips if we're okay. That's about a $15. I know it's not a lot, but I want to do that so that we can get a lot more people more, because I'm guessing when we know that somebody buys a pack of True Grips, in fact, will you toss me that really quick? I did not grab that. It's coming in from the side. Here we go. Thank you. So the True Grips are items that you can use, and you can put them, I'm going to kind of bring this a little closer. You can put these on the back of any of your rulers, and it keeps them from sliding. It's part of the True Cut line. So this is part of the giveaway, but we're going to up the ante. So we're going to announce the winners of those here shortly. So if you're with me, also, if you haven't had a chance to register, we are choosing the winners from those who have actually registered. So if you're watching on the Facebook or YouTube and you haven't registered on the platform, I'm going to encourage you to do so, because you will have a chance to win tomorrow's prizes, or any of the other following days that we're going to do this. Again, we're starting with day 12 as we're counting down, so we still have 11 more days of giveaways to do. And by the way, at the end, you're going to see we're giving away a machine and a frame and a total, so one of our new 16 Elite machines. So you want to be in for a chance to win one of those as well. So know that's the case. But right now, last month was fantastic. We had a bunch of holiday specials that started kind of in November. One of the great things is we have had such a high demand, and thank you for participating and being here, and thank you for your patience. We have been swamped, and I know we're still trying. Some of you might have left calls for us. We're trying to get back to you. We will honor those specials. And in fact, what we want you to know as well is we're going to continue the specials into December. So if you had a chance and you were thinking about, like right now, we're also doing machines with free frames. We have specials on frames. In fact, the Cutie is on sale at $6.89. We have sales on other ones. Automation's on sale, and we have some accessory sales as well. So those will be extending, and you'll see those, they're live now for this month of December. Great stocking stuffers if you wanted to look at some of those accessories, and great ways to accessorize your own home in your own studio with machines, frames, and other things. So that's gonna be with us. All right, so let's do this. Let's go talk about the giveaways that we have and the current coupon. If you haven't, and you're not a winner, you're going to be able to take advantage of a special sale today for you alone. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to announce this. Here we go. It says, how do we register for the giveaway? What you're going to want to do, Bonnie, and any of you that aren't familiar or aware of this, you're going to want to go to graceframe.com, so www.graceframe.com. On the top, you're going to notice that we have a banner that says Happy Holiday 12-Day Countdown. If you click on that, or also on the top, we have what we call our events. And if you select events, what you can do is you can select the 12 days and it will take you to our event platform. Several people right now are actually watching this live on that platform, so you can also stream live there. It looks like we might be bringing this up. Awesome, let's go ahead and bring this up if we can, and we'll show you where this is. This is Grace Frame Events here. There we go, go ahead and add that, nice, thank you, there you go. So if you look at this, it'd be where you're going to register. Will you mind doing me a favor? Can you click on the icon on the top left corner for me there, where it says Grace Frame on the top left, so we can kind of see this. This is where you're going to land. There we go. And then on here, if you look at the top, there's an events option. So up top, there's an events, and there we have 12 days. So click on the 12 days for me. Either one of those, you'll be able to see, which will bring you into here. You can then join the event, and here you can register. So Bonnie, you'll just do a simple, you go to graceframe.com, you're gonna look at events, you'll come here, you'll be able to register, your name will be entered into the drawing for all of the upcoming drawings. Again, once you do win, we are removing that name, which is great because you won something, congratulations, and then everybody else will have a chance, hopefully, of one of these amazing products that we're gonna be giving away. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna announce this. Okay, so if you're with me, your name might fall into this one. We'll be reaching out, and so it might seem a little bit mysterious, a little bit of a mystery here. So the first one we have is gonna be Catherine B. Winner number 2 is Stephanie S. Winner 3 is Deb L. Winner 4 is Eva, or I might say Eva, depending on how you say that. We have number 5 is Penelope C. Then we have Betty R. Jolynn M. Judy L. A Deb Z. A Deborah A. Connie J. and Linda P. And let's bring up those names. And you might be thinking, my name is Catherine and my last name starts with a B. Is it gonna be me? I don't know, Catherine, but we'll reach out and hopefully it's gonna be you. Because we just have the beginning initial on your last name. But we do have 12 winners today because today is the 12th day, the beginning of the 12-day countdown that we have. And we've been excited to do so. Now let's bring this up. If you're not a winner, you can still participate in being a chance to get an amazing deal on the True Grips. And let's go ahead and bring up that code that we have. We have a code, so everybody get your pens and papers out. Do you know if we're gonna be putting this on the site? This is gonna be on the site as well, so if you go to graceframe.com, you'll be able to see this also. Deal of the day, 30% off True Grips, which is a really good deal because they cost only $6 anyway. You're gonna wanna put like 5 in your cart. You wanna put 3 for your friends. Hey, you've got Aunt Jean, Grandma Joanne, you've got niece Jenny, friend Leslie. Okay, see, you can do a lot of them. 30% off. The code is 12 or 12 for 12 days. 12CD1. That stands for 12 days, Christmas Day 1. So 12CD1. Then it's 30% off. 30% sign 0. OFF. And so this is the one, again, you don't necessarily need to worry. No, you can find this on our website as well, and you can go ahead and take advantage of that with a coupon. Put and load your cart down with True Grips, give them away. Usually, so you know with this, one of these will work for a large ruler. One of these works for 2 medium size. You can use a pack on several smalls. They're great if you're using your quilting machine with ruler templates. It helps keep those from sliding away on the ruler base, so they're great for that as well. Great for any kind of cutting ruler. They do not need to be a true cut ruler. They can be any ruler that's out there. And again, they do make cutting easier, safer, and more accurate. Sorry, one more time. Oh yeah, so one of the things I'm being told so that you can be excited about why you're coming back tomorrow is we're starting small, but we're going big. So again, one of our final gifts is going to be an entire machine frame combo system. And so each day we're increasing the size of the prizes that we're giving away. So that's why you're going to want to enter to win. So again, we're really appreciative for you being here. So that's what we have. We have, again, specials that we've extended from last month that we're moving into this month. Be patient if you've left messages. Same with your dealers. I know that everybody's been overwhelmed. Thank you for your support. Thank you for loving quilting. I love quilting. I've been called the bedroom quilter. I've quilted several things. I've designed items. I'm very passionate about trying to make sure that you are going to find tools to help you make quilting easier. We know that a lot of quilts are given away, they're donated. Some of you do just amazing works that you're hanging up or you're displaying, so I want to continue to keep you doing so. If Carla was here, she would say, go find your happy place. I think there's not a better time to be in your happy place, than there is the holidays. And that might be visiting with families and friends. It might be bringing them over, and it might be giving that gift of love, which would be a quilt. So thank you for your participation. So we're going to continue. What I wanted to do in order to wrap up our celebrations, we just have a short clip it. And if you know, we've been doing a few things that kind of have to do with the holidays. So what we have is a small workshop that we're just going to share with you by Miranda, and it's going to be just a short video. She's going to teach you how to make a fun, bright, and merry holiday garland. And so we hope you are going to enjoy this. And again, know that we'll be back same time tomorrow. I won't be here. We have a lot of other fun people that are going to be a part of it. I hope you love the Santa's hat. I was asked, do I have Santa gear? I don't. I do not have a costume. I had a red tie. No, I didn't have a red shirt. Maybe I'll have to add one to my pile for next year. But thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. We're excited to now hear from Miranda and what she's going to share on an easy holiday garland. So thanks, and we look forward to having you with us tomorrow.
Hello, and welcome to the Happy Holidays 12-Day Countdown. My name is Miranda, and I'm a graphic designer here at the Grace Company. But today I'm taking a break from graphic design to show you how to make this ruffle garland. This is a perfect weekend project. It's a great way to practice your cutting skills and a lot of fun because it's not a lot of technique. It's supposed to look scrappy, and so you don't have to worry about seam allowances, doing anything perfectly. It's just a fun project to be able to get familiar with your sewing machine and your cutting tools. What I love about this project is it's an awesome way to use up your scraps, and it works for any skill level. So if you're a beginner or an expert, you can do this project. We'll get into all of the specifics of it, but just so that you guys know, my tree is about 6 feet, and so all of the measurements are meant for a 6-foot tree. If your tree is longer, add a foot to the measurements. If your tree is shorter, take away a foot. So let's go ahead and start this tutorial. Happy holidays! I don't sew as often as I'd like to, so I didn't have a big scrap bin to choose from. Because of this, I purchased fabric for this project. But if you have scraps, use them. For this project, you'll need to cut 216 3-inch by 12-inch strips. I know that sounds like a lot, but once you get into the groove, it goes by quick. True cut tools also help to shorten the cutting time and alleviate wrist pain. After you have finished all of your cutting, you are going to move over to the sewing machine. Here you will take 2 strips of varying colors and face them wrong sides together. Then you will sew a straight line down the center of the 2 fabrics. For this step, we will be using a basting stitch or a wide stitch. Here you can see the fabric sandwich we created using that basting stitch. Notice that I didn't backstitch on the fabric, otherwise we would be unable to gather the fabric and create the ruffle. To create the ruffle, you will grab the top thread and gently pull while using your other hand to push the fabric in the opposite direction. This will create the gathered shape we are hoping for. Leave about a 1/2 inch ungathered at both ends. Remember, we are starting with a 3-inch by 12-inch strip. After gathering the fabric, your strip should measure 6 inches in length. After you have gathered all your strips, we are going to start sewing again. Don't forget to switch your machine back to a shorter stitch length. The first thing we are going to sew is each gathered strip. Sew directly over your basted stitch to lock that ruffle in place. Next, you're going to take 2 ruffles and sew them together by slightly overlapping the ends and sewing a straight line connecting the 2. Continue this process until all ruffles are connected. And voila, you have a ruffle garland. This is a great way to jazz up your old Christmas decorations using something we know you have a lot of, scraps. Thanks for joining me for today's tutorial. I can't wait to see how your garland turns out. Happy holidays!